9
Okay.
o'clock, let's go ahead and call this meeting to order. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Pledge of allegiance. And stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there any public comment?
Yes.
Go ahead and state your name.
My name is Jeff Esterlin. I am the president of the Pierce Creek Shooting Range Committee. I'm here just to show my gratitude to this board and to the Conservation Board and everything for the success that we've had in this last year out at the range. I have a list that I can give you, if you'd like it, of all of our members showing their residency. I'd say guessing around 95% of the members of the shooting range are Page County residents, Page County voters. And we have a total of 42 family memberships, so that could be, if you figure an average of 3 people per family, that tells you how many people are using the range. 38 individual members of the range. We brought in revenue with those membership fees going to the Page County Conservation Board. We brought in a revenue of around $3,400 so far this year, and I know I've got a couple more memberships I've got to get brought over to the Conservation Office for Charlie. She's been helping us on that, and I know there's plans going forward, or it's on the agenda for later, to appoint a couple new members of the Conservation Board. I just want you to know that we're going to support them as well, and I'll stay in communication with them as a committee. We'll stay in communication, of course, with any new members of the Conservation Board. Just want to say thank you and let you know that it's been just a great success, in my opinion. The Page County residents are using that range, and I know it's just a small footprint of the recreational area, and we hope to continue that. That's all I got. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, Jeff.
Eva, do you want a copy of the membership list?
Sure. Is there any other public comment? Okay, let's go ahead and do our reorganizational meeting. So the first order is chairman and vice chairman, which is resolution 1, 2026. So is there any discussion?
I was going to say that I would like to be chair, just that's my my 4th year on the board, but it's up to this board, so I don't know how to.
And I would like to remain chair, so to continue things.
Just like to gain some experience in that.
Yeah, so anyway, I guess it's up to Brian to make it.
Making it tough, kids.
Yeah. We don't make it easy, do we?
As long as it's not me. I don't know. Well, if we get Todd to run, he can do it next
What'd you
term.
say?
If we get Todd to run, he can do it next term.
True.
So I don't want to run then.
True. Just need a motion.
I was just gonna say, I've been vice chair for 3 years since I've been on the board. So, but there's no guarantees of what's gonna happen next year. So, but it would be nice to have the experience of being it, just from that standpoint.
Who has the most available time?
Me. I would say I do. And it does take additional time.
Well, I would make the time. I mean,
Well, you're making it tough. Todd would be good at it. Judy's been doing it. I'll nominate Judy for one more term.
I'll second that.
Okay, so I have a motion for Judy Clark as chair and a second.
You did.
I think
Okay, all in-
Judy seconded it.
I seconded it.
And Judy
Yeah.
seconded. All in favor?
Aye. Thank you.
Okay, now Judy, you can take over.
Now
to
I
be
can
vice
take
chair.
over. Okay. Okay. All right. So we start down our line of reorganizational meeting resolutions.
We need a vice chair.
Oh, we need a vice chair, yes. I'll move that Todd be vice chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, our second one is execute deeds of conveyance. And that is normally the chair. So, pull these off. Shoot. Okay. So I need a motion on resolution number 2. The chairman of the board be appointed to purchase property, execute and acknowledge for and on behalf of the county all deeds of conveyance and leases, which said instruments when issued and executed shall be approved by the Board of Supervisors. The vice chairman or other board member may sign in the absence of the chairman.
Make a motion, we approve resolution number 2.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Number 3 is that the county auditor is authorized to issue checks to make the following payments without prior approval of the board. For fixed charges, including but not limited to freight, express, postage, utilities, telephone service, or contractual services, after a bill is filed with the auditor for salaries and payrolls. If the compensation has been fixed or approved by the board, the salary or payroll shall be certified by the officer or supervisor under whose direction or supervision the compensation is earned. So I need a motion on that.
Motion 3-2026.
All in favor? Whoops, I need a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, number 4 is that the assessor is authorized to mail homestead and or military and or family farm exemption forms to eligible applicants upon written request of the applicant, according to sections 425.2, 427.6, and 425A Iowa Code for the year 2026.
Make a motion on 4-2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 5, holidays. This is one that we can discuss. It has been kicked around, I guess, that we add a holiday, that we add Martin Luther King Jr. Day Monday, January the 19th. That's one that has not been done in the past. It is a state holiday, federal holiday. So it's up to the board whether we add that one or not. We have not done it in the past.
I would make a motion that we add Martin Luther King Jr. to the list of holidays.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Dog licenses. We haven't done dog licenses for years. And I don't know whether we even have to do this, but have you checked into that, Kristen, or is it just a normal one? We just do it normally, so that we're not doing dog licenses, we're not issuing those, and no fee will be charged. I know the city does. I believe they do dog licenses. So anyway, the county hasn't done it for many years, so could I have a motion on that? Number 6.
Make a motion that we approve resolution number 6-2026.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, number 7, the official newspaper. We only have one now, the Southwest Iowa Herald, so we need a motion to approve that.
Make a motion that we approve the Southwest Iowa Herald as the official paper. Resolution number 7-2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next one is number 8, our construction evaluation resolution, which has to do with the master matrix. And this is a normal one that we do every year. It's required by the DNR for anyone that does feeding operation confinement. They have to file different things. So anyway, it's a requirement by Iowa Code 459.3043. Could I have a motion on that one?
Make a motion we adopt resolution 8-2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then resolution number 9 is the board, the resolution that puts the Board of Supervisors on different committees. We have the 4th Judicial District, Department of Correctional Services. That one is one that we have not participated in or haven't been told about or I'm not sure they've even been active. I did talk to a gal at the 4th Judicial, and she will be getting back in contact with me. So along with the Southwest Iowa Juvenile Emergency Services Board, I think that goes along with one that I can take. I do the Interagency Council monthly. Hungry Canyons Alliance is Brian. I think we're represented by JD on that one. Southwest Iowa Juvenile Emergency Services is my committee, and we meet monthly in Council Bluffs. The E911 Service Board and Emergency Management Commission is Todd. Enterprise Zone Commission is Brian, and that one we don't really do anything. Page County Landfill is Brian. Los Hills is Brian. Again, JD's representing us on that one, right? Loss Control Coordinator for Liability Insurance is usually the chairman, so I have that one. Regional Planning Authority Area 13 is Todd. Southwest Iowa Planning Council, SWPCO, is Todd. Wabansie Mental Health Center is mine. West Central Community Action is Todd. And Zion Recovery Services is Todd. So I need a motion on that.
Make a motion that we approve resolution number 9-2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. We got through all of the normal ones. Okay. Now we need to discuss, approve the expiring board terms, applicants, and other appointments as necessary. On those, we have, let's see. Okay, Kristen, we've got SWPCO. And AJ Lyman has been our representative on SWPCO. That's normally a one-year term, and we do have an application from AJ for that one. So we'll need a
I
motion.
would make a motion that we approve AJ Lyman for the SWPCO board.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right. Let's see. Now, I think we're ready to do our engine, do we have any, let's see, well, the other ones we'll discuss in a minute, I believe. We have some that need to be updated. We have a very large, what we call Page County Commission to Assess Damages. It normally has like 20-some people on there in different areas of the county, real estate, bankers, different things. That one is one, city property owners, I'll tell you, let's see, owner, operators of ag property, and that is one that we need to work on. So we will be discussing that one, but not today. We have one application for the Zoning Board of Adjustment at this point. Jim O'Hara passed away and will no longer be on that board. And Merrill Cruz also does not want to be on it, so we need two new members for that. But we have Larry Shum has applied for that. And we can go ahead and do an appointment today and then do another one as we get an application, if that's okay with everyone.
Yeah, I'd be willing to approve Larry Shum to be on the zoning board.
Okay, the Zoning Board of Adjustment.
Zoning
Okay.
Board of Adjustment, yeah.
Okay, is that a motion?
Yes, sorry, motion, I motion.
Okay,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so Larry Shum is our new member on the
And then
zoning.
there's still one more opening on that.
There's still one
correct?
more opening,
Okay.
yes. So
Now, is that advertised or is it on our website?
it's on the website, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and Larry's here today, so congratulations, Larry. Okay. Okay, let me see if there is any, do we have any other, Kristen, that you see? Okay, all right. We'll discuss the Conservation and Veterans Affairs shortly. Okay, go ahead with JD for your engineer update.
Good morning.
Good morning.
J.D. King, Page County Engineer. It's a fine winter day, spring-like day in Page County, but it's still wintertime. Yeah, the engineer update was sent out Monday afternoon. Well, it seems like a long time ago. We continue to have weather-dependent operations at the secondary road department. We were not out with trucks or blades over the last weekend when there was a bit of snow. By Monday, the snow on the pavements had either froze off or blown off. Toward the beginning of the week, we had no blades out. Today, we have one spreading some rock in the southwest part of the county. We had one truck hauling earlier this week. Right today, we have three. That's about half the force on the job today. We're mowing brush with the skid steer. Crews are repiling brush piles that got burnt. We are not burning because there's no snow cover up the ground, and it's been windy. The crew is done with the culvert inventory. We'll talk about, we'll glean some information for that for later. And we're cutting brush, and we are cutting brush with a couple guys today. Still waiting on a valve manifold for the wing purposes on one of our motor graders. 42's in the shop waiting on O-rings for hydraulic lines. We've been cleaning up around the shop. And the two truck cabin chassis are built and waiting shipment to Omaha. And then we gotta wait on truck equipment. Essex Bridge is not yet closed out. We are still waiting on District 4 materials people to get done with their audit. Perhaps the counties aren't as important as we think they should be, according to the DOT. Anyway, there is a special closeout procedure meeting, although our office has been closing out projects for several years. The next item on the update is an agenda item. We are continuing to do project development on various projects. Yorktown project out north of town on Redwood, and other things. Questions for the update?
I don't have any.
If I could direct your attention to the next agenda item. You need to sign a title sheet, and this is the J52 Base Stabilization and Seal Coat Project. J52 was ground up from its state of patch upon patch in 2019. It's been a long time that they've not had a hard service out there, but that's scheduled for the April letting. It will be done this season, the 2026 construction season. So the folks that were in here a month ago or so, that project will be accomplished this year.
So is this J52 or 53?
This is J53.
53.
Okay.
East of Shambhala.
Okay.
The J52
You mentioned
west
52,
of
so
Coyne is the next problem paper.
okay. Okay. Okay, so do I hear a motion to sign the title sheet for FM CO 73 150 55 73, the J53 Base Stabilization and Seal Coat?
Make a motion that we sign that FM-C 073 150 55 73.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Oh.
Thanks, JD. Is that everything?
For me.
Okay. All right. Number 8, item, discuss action, appoint 2 members to the Conservation Board. We have 3 applications for the Conservation Board. We have Rudy Brownfield, Ricky Dean Rivers, and Alan Mortimer. We've all received the applications, so
I would entertain a motion, or I guess make a motion that Rick Rivers and Rudy Brownfield be appointed to the Conservation Board.
Second. Second.
have a second on that. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I will say that Rudy is a current member that was appointed. He was appointed this last time, and Ricky also applied the last time. So we now have 2 new members, Rudy Brownfield and Ricky Rivers, to our Conservation Board. Okay. All right. Our next item up for agenda is discuss action, appoint 1 member to the VA board. Paul Anderson's term is up on that. We have one application for that, and that's Pam Belknap. And we also have all received the application for that. So I need
I make a motion that we approve Pam Belknap to the VA board.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Sorry, Paul.
I'm Paul Anderson, and my term is not up.
Oh, it's not up?
It was Pam's.
Oh, it's Pam's turn that was up. Okay, got the wrong one. Okay, sorry, Paul. Okay, well, it's written here, Paul Anderson's term is up, so we're glad you're not up, Paul. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
All
Paul's
right,
still
so
on.
Paul's
but they're
still on, and
still-
Pam's
and
up.
Pam's up.
Pam's reappointed.
Okay, Pam's
Okay.
reappointed.
Yes. Sorry about that. Okay, discuss reappointing township clerks and trustees. We have one that we know of, Grant Township. Again, Jim O'Hara, was a trustee and needs to be replaced, and Lisa Holmes is the clerk for Grant Township and is looking for someone to replace him. So we'll continue working on that one, until we have a name to do. Okay. Now we come up to the time that we need to make some temporary or tentative decisions about the budget, so that our elected officials and department heads can move forward with working on their budgets. And I believe one of the most important things is the salary percentage increase. If we're thinking about giving an increase, we need to give them some leadership in that. So I know
And
Brenda.
again, this is not like
No,
final,
it's a tentative, yes.
but this way I will be able to put it into, and so we can run
Yeah.
the numbers.
Yeah, and
So-
all of the department heads can put it in their budget, so they'll know, so.
One thing I would like to see if this board of supervisors would support I guess not a motion, but maybe just agreement that we would challenge our department heads to try to find a 3 to 5% cut in their budget somewhere to just take out any waste. I know there's probably waste in the system somewhere. Before we start looking at salaries, we've got to make some, it's going to be tight anyway on the budget, but it would be nice if the department heads would take the challenge of, hey, we're going to try to show our work and look at 3 to 5% cuts in our departments. Whether that's, hey, we don't need to buy this anymore, we don't use this, we don't need, I'm not talking about cutting staffing, I'm just talking about simple waste that we spend money on that maybe we don't have to really just show physical responsibility, trying to tighten our budgets or tighten our belts a little bit when we're looking at increases. I think that goes a long ways in the public's eye of at least us trying to run and be physically responsible and not just coming to every year asking for giant, enormous raises, which the county, it's getting tighter and tighter every year. And it's not to say that everybody's not worth it. We have a lot of great people working in this courthouse, and they're all worth it in my book. But it's a hard thing to try to justify if we're not going to go after and try to make cuts as well. And so I would just challenge everybody, if we could agree on that, just to put that out there to the department heads to try to look for that, and then when they come at time to look at budgets, we can look at that and say, okay, at least they're making an attempt and making an effort to try to reduce their footprint in the whole budget scenarios. And I would feel better about looking at raises if I said, oh well, yeah, they've cut 3.5% to 5% or 3% out of their budget today, so that allows us to free up some money to pay their workers or pay the employees. So that's my 2 cents.
Okay. Sounds good. We still need to do a kind of an idea of a percentage for them so that they can do their budgets. It's a good challenge. I could say on my time on the board, or my time as auditor, we run a pretty tight ship in most of the elected officials' offices, but we can always look and try to cut out something. So it's a challenge. Anyway, do you have any thoughts on just something to plug in at this point? Again, it's just something to put in to do their budgets, and then it will whatever changed as we go on and work the budget. It just gives them something to work for. We will have Kristen's meeting with the insurance people on the 16th to know about the health insurance cost.
Okay.
So we'll know
Yeah,
more
and I think
then.
that will depend
That will be a lot there too.
to
So yeah.
understand.
Yeah, and again, with the health insurance, that's been something in the past few years, well, probably more than that, where the employees have taken a part in reducing the cost of the health insurance, where they've participated in different programs to lower the percentage of the health insurance cost,
Yeah.
which has been, Page County's been doing very well. And I think we need to, again, encourage the employees to participate in this so that we can bring the cost of the insurance down.
Yeah, they've been saving about 5% by doing different incentives.
Okay.
Yeah, so, anyway. Do we have?
I would say like a 2.5% to 3%.
Okay, that was kind of my thought too. Brian? Same thing?
Yeah.
You want to try 3, and then, I mean, it's a lot of work for everybody to go back and change, but it's something that we need to do, and it's just part of the process.
Yeah. I mean, we could start out at 3
Okay,
and go from there.
okay. Okay. We'll just use that for everybody, and you can move forward with your budgets. And once Kristen finds out the the insurance, that will be a big thing right there too. So, and did everybody get an email from IPERS with their standing on how things are going as an IPERS member? No? Okay, maybe because I'm retired, kind of, sort of. IPERS does very, very well. And I hope the legislature is smart enough not to try to monkey with it. It's one of the best retirement things that you can have. IPERS is, and in Page County alone, IPERS pays out $16 million a year, or takes in whatever. Anyway, you retired and still working IPERS, so it's a big thing. Teachers, city employees, county employees, IPERS is a fantastic program for retirement, I can tell you that, and they've done very well in managing everything. So it was a good report that came out for 25. So anyway, yeah, and it doesn't go up every year or anything like that. So what else do we need to discuss as far as the county budget is concerned? Everybody's is due back when?
21st, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
And then do we want to start having some
We need some budget sessions.
budget sessions?
Yes, we do. Where we start meeting with the department heads, but
Well, we can have some sessions
we
too,
can talk-
where you guys
yes.
just discuss.
yes.
things as well and go through things.
Because we have a number of budgets that that we take care of too. So, and we can talk about local option, our contributions to other things, libraries, SWPCO, West Central, all of these things that we do normally to keep things going for the county. So, do you gentlemen have days that you could start working on budgets? Is it,
Could we do those after our meetings on Tuesdays?
I think we probably will.
Would that
We
work
can
for
do that.
everybody if we? And I don't do, is that something then you have to have you have to have like a second agenda for that, or would that just
No, we can add it to the agenda,
do budget talks during the,
right?
is that
Yeah.
something that everybody is willing to be able to do?
We can do that.
Some counties don't put it on Zoom, they just sit around the table, and if people want to come in, that way
Okay.
you can kind of sit and look at stuff at the same time.
So that one, we could do it where we don't put it on Zoom necessarily.
But
So,
then
yeah.
it's still open though. People-
Right,
Yeah, it's still
right.
Still
open,
coming
yeah.
in.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
But that way you can sit and really look through the paperwork together.
yeah.
But that's up to you.
And now, in that case, then we would close one meeting and just have
Okay.
just say it's a budget workshop.
Right,
Basically.
okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, okay, we can go ahead and move forward with that one.
Do we want to do our first one then next week, the 6th?
We can do that. Is that okay with you, Brian? Okay. We'll start with that, Kristen.
Do we know when December financials will be out?
Well, after we do month end. As soon as we get month end done.
It's only the 2nd of January, JD. And they've had a few days off, so, yeah.
You've started? I haven't started. Yeah. Yeah, the treasurer and the auditor both have to do it together, so.
Right. Yep. And then we'll have
Treasurer's had a steady line out their door for the last week.
then we'll have a good 6 months to look at. Okay. Have half a year, all right. Anything else we need to discuss about the budget?
I have a question. This is a calendar year budget, or it's a?
We're fiscal year,
Physically,
For July.
July through June
Okay,
30th.
so that's gonna be when we have an election coming up in November. You're adding 2 more
Right.
supervisors, 2 more
That
salaries.
is one of the things we have to discuss.
Right, 2 more salaries.
Right.
If I can finish my point. 2 more salaries, 2 more laptops, desks, and everything else. I would like you to consider, as a taxpayer in Page County, you consider the salaries that you guys receive right now. And do you receive IPERS?
Yes?
Okay, so that's gonna be an added expense to the county and to the taxpayers.
Correct.
Can you consider the salaries that are among the 3 of you, you spread that out over 5-person board? That's
That
all I will ask.
That will be something that will be discussed.
Thank
yes.
you very much.
Yes. Yes. That is definitely on the list of discussion. Yes.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
As the zones or everything,
Why don't you come to, Larry, come to the microphone.
you represent different areas.
Yes.
Has that been settled on the 5?
Yes, the 5 districts are set.
Can you-
Yes, we're still waiting for the Secretary of State to
Right now,
approve.
We're still waiting on the
Yeah.
Secretary of State, but all of those are downstairs. We have copies of it.
Yeah, if you want to stop in the auditor's office, they're there.
And
Yeah.
they're also on our website.
Yeah. No website. Okay.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Any other questions? Yes, yes, the discussion with the 5 supervisor salaries and that will be definite discussion. It's gonna be one of our harder ones, I think. So, yeah. Yep. There's a lot of things to take into consideration with that. You look at people who will be running, my thing is, we need to have people that are available and can attend meetings and attend the outside meetings also, because it's very important that Page County is represented on all of these committees that we sit on. So we need that, but we need good people, and we need, we just need to discuss what the salary will be, so yes. Board members are also able to take county insurance. So even though they're part-time people, they are eligible for that. So there's a lot of things to consider with that. Okay, everything on budget done? Todd? Okay. All right, let's move on to board communication. Do we have anything there?
I had an E911 and an EMA meeting last week.
Okay.
Kind of went over some preliminary budget stuff in that meeting, so
Okay.
obviously they were just kind of getting their ducks in a row. The big thing that we need to probably discuss this year as well will be the moving of the 911 center to the jail. That will be some cost to the county, and
Right.
that'll be something that we'll have to look at. Other than that, I haven't had anything.
Okay, I can't remember. When you mentioned that, Kristen and I did go down to the jail site Wednesday, and talked with Jeff Curtis, and we didn't tour, but we did go over some items, and one of the things we did discuss was your 911 meeting. Tony was there, and the sheriff was there, and we do have an issue with 911 because of the surcharge that we receive from the state for landlines has decreased over the years. It's gone down a lot, and so our E911 is in, I would say, arrears.
Yeah.
Where we have bills to be paid, but we don't have money to pay money from 911 from the state. One of the things I know that we need to encourage our legislators to do is to change that system so that cell phones will take the place of the landlines, because everybody has cell phones now, and they're not charged for the 911 on that. So we really need to get people to, we need to get our legislators on board and get the state to start do a surcharge on the cell phones.
Yeah, one thing they talked about at the meeting last week was, I think there's a plan to do 15% increase in the surcharge, which doesn't really help us a lot on the existing landlines. I mean, the bigger thing would be to help with that, like you said, the cell phone, getting those to pay that charge.
Right.
But I know the state is aware of the issue, and I think, like you said, it'd be good to people contact their representatives to get something done with that, because it is getting harder and harder to fund.
Yeah, and we did discuss the move of the 911 equipment. We just threw it out there for the fun of it, just to put stuff in pickups and move it. But you can't do that with the equipment that 911 has.
And I think one of the things we're waiting on too is a quote from Motorola, because we haven't gotten anything back from them.
So Tony's working on that one.
Yeah, and Summer talked to him again the other day because he had to come do some repairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she said, we need a
Yeah.
quote.
Yeah, so we know what it's
so we
gonna
know where
cost.
we're going.
Yep.
So anyway, that's an unknown at this point. But otherwise, the jail is moving forward very well.
Yeah.
We all get the things, the pictures and everything of
out
how
there.
it's going.
Toured Friday.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
Well, not, yeah, a week ago Friday.
Okay, good.
Yep. So.
Good deal.
Yep.
Yeah,
So it looks it's amazing from
I know.
the last time I toured that
yeah.
it's just, really coming together. Looks nice.
The pictures are amazing, and,
Yep.
and they're talking about the cell doors going in, and that'll make a big difference there too. We also did just kind of throw out there the fact that we took the appliances out of the original bidding because we weren't sure money-wise, and we're still not sure, but it's something to discuss. We have to have the laundry facilities in for sure, the washer and dryers, but as far as doing kitchen, found out that when we get our meals from Hy-Vee at this point, and their kitchen closes down like Thanksgiving and Christmas. So there has to be something in there for them, the jailers, to be able to fix food for the prisoners during those times. So anyway, that's just some other things that we'll be talking about later on as it gets closer to move and everything. But otherwise, the jail is going really well. Something we will need to think about in the future is once they're moved to the new jail, what do we do with the old jail? Evidently, there have been a couple people who have approached the sheriff about purchasing the house, which was built as a separate house for the, we had the sheriff living in that, and his wife would, when Ron Franks was sheriff, May would fix well, even before that, fix the meals for the prisoners. So then that all changed. But anyway, the house, I think, could be a standalone, but we need to think about what we're going to do with the jail, and whether we say you take that along with it and it's your baby, or but anyway, some definite things that need to be handled as far as tearing it down or whatever. So that's something else to think about. Okay, you have any board communication, Brian?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. All right. Discuss action, approve claims.
Make a motion, we approve the claims?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The meeting minutes from December, what are they from? The 16th? Okay. Can I hear a motion for that?
Make a motion to approve the claims as written.
The minutes
Minutes.
for
Second.
December 16th. Okay. All in favor? Aye. And Kristen, I did have a question about, someone said that the claims are not attached to the minutes on the website. And they would like to see those. So, they're on there sometimes and sometimes they're not. So anyway, that's something to think about. Okay. Do we have anything else to discuss? Then I guess I would entertain a motion for adjourning.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 9:48.